Hey everyone, this is Sunny Justice from It's a Cramming Shame. Thank you guys very much for who's ever watching this video. Please, if you have not subscribed, subscribe. Please hit the like and the share, but please do it for Sebastian Rogers and keeping his name out there. And let's get into some more facts and information. So I want to preface this video by saying that Lore Lodge and SF Investigates had done a live. And I remember one day it just kind of dawned on me. I was thinking, well, he used the word Amazon delivery and Uber, I think, or something like that. And I said, well, what do you think about that? Possibly it's a delivery boy delivering the newspaper at that time in the morning, thinking about my childhood and when I delivered papers and I would have to get up really early. And now, there's a couple things that are going to be said by SF Investigates, that are important. And don't get me wrong. I just try to look at the facts, regardless of if I like a creator or a Twitter person or not, or a family member of the Proudfoots and stuff like that. Bottom line is, I'm always looking just for facts and things that make sense. So, basically, about, I think, a month or so ago, a little more, I had posed this question about the delivery. Well, last night on J for Justice channel, SF Investigates hopped on. And it was a little bit funny in the fact of he ended up saying that it was the delivery person. So I was like, yeah, well, called it, because that's what made sense most when he talked about it. But there's more information. But take a listen. Talking, he was basically saying, like, think of it like an Amazon, Uber type driver, da 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 da. And then I was thinking, well, you know, who else would be kind of like up around that time? Because he's trying to portray like it's like some sort of delivery thing or something like that. Like he's known to the air. So I'm thinking the paper route guy is what I'm thinking. Because I know when I delivered papers, I had to be up really early in the morning, before school started, like depending where my route was, or mine and my twin sister's route was, we had to be up at like 4 o'clock in the morning, typically for us. But I was thinking about it and I'm thinking like, because he's referencing like an Amazon driver or somebody that frequency area, but isn't like from the area. So I'm thinking paper route guy. What do you guys think about that? That 3 a.m. car that's going up of Kellen and kind of stop.
Sorry, but I feel like that there is something weird with that car.
No, it's not a newspaper delivery person, people. This
Yeah.
person lives in the neighborhood. Okay. This car lives there somewhere. We don't know where. We don't know who it is. But what I'm saying is odd is that on 227 at 315, it's going, I don't know what direction that is, but towards Devon, which is like a dead end. And then at 316, it's coming back the other way.
Yeah.
Yes.
But
If
that's
you're not
not
busy, come up here.
That's also, yeah. Can you drop the link? Is he in chat?
Yeah.
Okay, good.
Oh, he is? Okay.
Yeah, I
Yes,
can see him.
thank you. He can explain it much better than I can because I'm trying to figure out, I'm trying to text and figure out the right question.
Well, I just got a text that is a neighborhood car. I'm just
Right.
wondering why it goes up the road and then down again.
Yeah.
Instead of pulling into the place that it's supposed to be going to.
No, it's
both
leaving.
times.
No, it's leaving.
Maybe,
They're
yeah.
going to work. So what I'm wondering is why they didn't just pull out their driveway and go
The other way.
that direction. Why'd they go up by Devon, turn around and come back and then leave?
I don't know.
That's what I don't get.
I will say I did notice, the night of Mom Crew's little thing. We can ask when he gets up here.
Oh, this is Straight Talker said, isn't this after he went missing? So why does it matter?
We don't know when he went missing.
This is the 27th, okay?
Oh, well.
Yeah. That's what the confusion was. Like, that's why I was like, so this is the 27th, and the one that Mom Crew's looking at is the 26th. I'll just point it out, when Bobby's son's Jeep is in the front.
Is it the 26th or the 25th or it's the 26th in the early morning?
It would have been the 20. This is
okay. SF is up here. What's up, SF?
Hey, can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you good.
So I I just logged on a couple minutes ago, so I haven't seen the whole conversation. But I mean, I don't want to get too deep into it, but it's not somebody that lives in the neighborhood. It's a car that's there every day. I mean, listen, it's a delivery car. I don't want to say much beyond that because I don't want people stalking the person, but it's there every day. We've got, we don't have the footage from just that night. We have it from the week. And, I mean, I'll just say it's a newspaper delivery guy. I mean, it's there every day within 10 or 15 minutes at the same time. It goes up, it delivers a paper to 2 houses on Devon and comes back down the street. And we can see it go on to Long Hollow. It exits the neighborhood, does the same routine every day.
Okay, that makes sense.
Has Bobby talked to you, or is
No, but I mean, the thing is I know people will go now try and blow up the newspaper, and they'll get the wrong newspaper because it's not the one they're going to think it is, and then, but the thing is that Mob Crew is just like turning this into something.
When did you originally post this?
Well, I posted an original. I posted one from the 26th, right?
Okay, so this is the one from the 26th. That was at 2:58 and 50 seconds. Okay, and then the other two that he had posted again were at 3:15 and 3:16 the next day on the 27th to show that it was a regular routine.
Which was, the morning he went missing, just showing that back when there was the whole controversy of, Heath was saying that the cars weren't accounted for at the 3 a.m. And I showed the picture of this car and of the Uber driver. And this car was at 2:58 a.m. on that day. So all I did today is I showed 2 pictures. There's another one. There's one of it going uphill, one of it going downhill, like 40 seconds later. And I just did those 2 screenshots because I wanted to show him that it's not just on the day that Sebastian went missing. He's there every day around the same
time. Yeah.
And that person has been questioned if they saw anything.
And law enforcement said, we've accounted for all the vehicle, that we're moving around the neighborhood. I mean, I think what people got to understand, including Mob Crew, is that, they can be upset that they don't have all the surveillance footage, but going on the witch hunts like he does, that obviously nobody would show it to him because of that.
My question is, SF, with this thing that he has here, which obviously is zoomed in from what you posted, did you post one without that black mark?
No, somebody obviously, I saw him briefly talk about it, and he made it sound like he said he had a short clip. I don't know if the homeowner showed him a short clip
of it.
Yeah, but he said he got a short clip because he couldn't. There was stuff he couldn't determine. But so what I'm just trying to show him is, listen, you're wrong, and I'm not trying to make him. I'm not doing it to be like, I got you. It's like all these things along the way. I've been like, listen, you're wrong about this, and let me show you why, and like move on.
Well, okay, everyone. So let's recap here because, again, it doesn't matter where any information comes from. It's about using common sense, critical thinking, and what makes sense to the Sebastian Rogers case. Now, this 3 a.m. lights has been the talk for a long time now. And to me, it's time that this thing gets, to be honest, settled. But anyways, there's the picture there that was on the 26th that we just saw, okay? So that was on the night of Sebastian's disappearance. This one here is at 3:15 the next day on the 27th and 51 seconds. This is to show that same vehicle is going up down Kellen, and then basically it goes up, delivers to 2 houses on Devon, SF Investigate says, and then at 3:16:32 the vehicle is coming back down. Now, as you can see, when it was going up, that the back lights were working fine, just like on this side, on the left-hand side now that you're seeing, the backlights are working just fine as well. So there is no lights that are out on that vehicle. And it's just a matter of making sense, in order to use, information that does make sense. Now, again, we do know that video had been collected and from the beginning of the investigation has been analyzed and enhanced where possible by tech experts with the TBI, FBI, and Secret Service. To date, nothing gathered from these videos has been determined to be significant. Now, we knew this. It has been determined that it does not hold any evidentiary significance to the investigation, and they're talking about that flashlight video, okay, or the one that people called whatever, the lights video. With help from the FBI, vehicles that were placed in that area or around the time of Sebastian's disappearance have been accounted for. So we always have to still be realistic here, that obviously that this vehicle, this paperboy delivery route vehicle, they've already spoken, they already know that it holds no value to it. So I'm not about to myself sit there and waste my time on stuff when it doesn't make sense once we have gathered more information to what does make sense. I'm not here to pull stuff out of air and try to make people believe something. It's about having information to what makes sense and determining at some point what time Sebastian Rogers truly disappeared from his home on February 26th or 25th, and see exactly what information is out there. Now, there is something which we'll talk about in a different video that absolutely is, I didn't honestly believe that it was like an accurate information, but then after listening to SF Investigates and other people that have talked about this, you know, which I haven't seen talked about a lot, but I think Sebastian Rogers disappeared on the 25th, and in the next video I will tell you why. So please give this video a like and a share, please, in honor, of course, of Sebastian Rogers. Please become a subscriber to get all the latest notifications if you can. And other than that, like I said, we want to just be focused on the truth and the facts of the case and what makes sense.